Diversification is obviously a key tenet of our strategy, and I think it's what will bring institutional interest into our stock. And when you think about an equity investor's options in terms of investing into the space, A, they don't have the same breadth of opportunity because they're limited to public companies. But B, if you want to have a material position in a stock, unless you're willing to, create a basket, you're just never going to get that diversification. And so, yes, diversification is absolutely important from an asset perspective, from a jurisdictional perspective, from a commodity pricing perspective. So all the things that we've kind of talked about here are key kind of tenets in terms of how we think about portfolio construction. The one thing I'd say though, in terms of the concentration risk is, I guess a lot of us are preconditioned, myself as well, from my time working in the Montney, to these unconventional plays. And, the unconventional plays are so capital intensive, the margins are so tight. And if you make a misstep in terms of spacing, in terms of frac intensity, in terms of parent-child communication, I mean, the economics can suffer and can put you in a pretty bad place if you get too far along in that program. In the international space, we've got the luxury of still being in most places conventional development. And so a lot of delineation goes into these fields before they get put on production. And so you've often got aquifers providing the drive. In the cases where they're more mature, it's kind of okay looking at water flood, polymer flood. And so, yes, those can be capital intensive. Those can have tighter margins. So you need to be really careful in terms of how you're allocating dollars to those kind of assets. But ultimately, we're not taking exploration shots as underpinning our economics. Those are sort of the windfalls that we hope to accrue along the way just by having exposure to it. What's underpinning our economics is really, sound, 1 and 2P development of conventional reservoirs by and large.